Dear students, today topic is Costas receiver. In this Costas receiver, this is a block diagram of Costas receiver, and here is we are discuss the ring modulator and coherent detection of DSPSC signal. This is the another DSPSC wave. One question will become: explain how Costas receiver can be used for demodulating DSPSC signal. Here this is the block diagram used to the Costas receiver. This Costas receiver, this is the block diagram of Costas receiver. This Costas receiver is also known as practical synchronous receiving system. This block diagram is known as practical synchronous receiving system. In this Costas receiver is a practical synchronous receiver system suitable for demodulating DSPSC wave. It is also named as Costas loop or Costas receiver. This is a basic block diagram. This block diagram you have to use to the DSPSC signal. The DSPSC signal is input is S of t is equal to and this signal is used to the here AC cos 2 pi fct into m of t. The input is S of t is equal to AC cos 2 pi fct into m of t, and this block diagram is used here. This is a block diagram of Costas receiver. One is input signal, product modulator, and below product. There are two types. There are two product modulators used. Upper product modulator I channel, and the below product modulator is a Q channel. This two product modulator is used to the of the receiver. What is that? The I channel and Q channel. This I channel and Q channel is used for the both of the product modulator. In this product modulator is used to the 90 degree phase shifter. 90 degree minus 90 degree phase shifter. Upper product modulator, that is a I channel, is a cos 2 pi fct plus phi, and the below product modulator Q channel, it is a minus 90 degree phase shifter, that is a sin 2 pi fct plus phi. The I and Q channel, these two channels used to the both product modulator upper and lower, and I channel both product modulator output is the same as low pass filter. What is that? The low pass filter, and this low pass filter is used for upper low pass filter and below low pass filter, and between the product modulator it is the 90 degree phase shifter. What is that? Minus 90 degree phase shifter is applied to the product modulator, and the output of both product modulator is low pass filter, and this low pass filter is used to the 1/2 AC cos phi m of t, and below product low pass filter is used to 1/2 AC sin phi m of t. In these two product modulator used to the phase discriminator. The upper low pass filter and below low pass filter used to the phase discriminator, and this phase discriminator is used to the between the two product modulator, that is a VCO. It is known as voltage controlled oscillator. Voltage controlled oscillator is used to the oscillating signal between the both product modulator. And in this use for this product modulator and this Costas receiver is very important to use to the practical synchronous receiving system. What is that? Practical synchronous receiving system. In this practical synchronous receiving system consists of two coherent detectors applied with the same input signal DSPSC wave, but with sinusoidal signal. Individual local oscillator signals are phase. In this quadrature with repeat to the each other, the local oscillator signals supplied to the product modulators are 90 degree phase out of phase. The coherent detector in the upper path is referred to as in phase detector, what I told, same thing, I channel, and that in the lower path is referred to as the quadrature, that is a Q channel as shown in the figure block diagram. And how to work this block diagram? This operation block diagram is very important. How to use? here in this operation, when local oscillator signal is of the same phase and the frequency as that of the carrier wave, AC cos 2 pi fct, used to generate the incoming DSPSC wave, then the I channel output contains the desired demodulating signal m of t and Q channel output is 0. We know that the upper channel here, the V naught of t VOI means output voltage I channel is equal to AC by 2 m of t into cos phi. This equation for what is VOI is equal to AC by 2 m of t cos phi. When carrier is synchronized, when phi is equal to 0 degree, cos 0 degree is equal to 1 and sin 0 degree is equal to 0. Therefore VOI output voltage I channel is equal to AC by 2 into m of t, and another the Q channel, that is a quadrature phase, VOQ is equal to AC by 2 m of t sin phi, that is equal to m of t AC by 2 m of t 0. These two equations are known as the lower and upper channel of the Costas receiver. The output voltage of the I channel and Q channel are combined in phase discriminator and it produces a DC control signal. This DC control signal is fed to voltage control oscillator and it automatically corrects any phase error in voltage controlled oscillator. Therefore the VCO carriage is always in synchronous with that of the carrier used to generate DSPSC signal, and this carrier signal is used to the set of the carrier used to generate DSPSC signal. Therefore demodulated output is always equal to VOI is equal to AC by 2. This is the equation of the both the signal. What it is that VOI by 2, and this equation is known as, that is the final equation of the Costas receiver. And this Costas receiver is used to the very important aspect in this applied to the in the practical synchronous receiving system. Any type of channel is used in the amplitude modulation in the receiver system, in the base system, and this block diagram is important use because there are two type of channels used. One is the I channel, another is a Q channel. I channel is the in phase and a Q channel is the quadrature, and these two used to with respect of the two coherent detectors use applied simultaneously with help of the low pass filter. This block diagram is Costas receiver, as the name as Costas, COSTAS, Costas loop or Costas receiver. And another part is for this amplitude modulation is a quadrature carrier multiplexing. The quadrature carrier multiplexing, another part is used with relevant diagram explain the operation of the quadrature carrier multiplexing transmitter scheme and receiver scheme. And this is a block diagram of quadrature amplitude modulation. The another part is QAM. It is also known as QAM, quadrature carrier multiplexing. This is very important to use. Every time they ask the question, explain with a neat block diagram transmitter and receiver of quadrature carrier multiplexing or QAM. And here is this is the diagram of QAM transmitter. This is the block diagram of QAM transmitter. This is QAM transmitter. This QAM transmitter is used the two product modulators, two modulating signals used. M1 of t is applied to the one product modulator and M2 of t is applied to the another product modulator. Okay, this is the one M of t and another is second M2 of t. These two is applied to the product modulator and below product modulator. Between these two product modulators is minus 90 degree phase shift. That is one local oscillator is AC cos 2 pi fct and below product modulator AC sin 2 pi fct. And output of these two product modulator, the S1 of t and S2 of t, goes to the multiplexed signal. The quadrature carrier multiplexing. What is a multiplex signal? The multiplex signal is defined as the more number of signals is transmitted in single channel. That is a multiplex signal. Number of signals, one or more transmitted signals is transmitted to one single channel. That is known as multiplexer. The quadrature carrier multiplexer technique in which we can transmit the more number of signals or DSP-SC wave within the same channel bandwidth. This technique is also named as quadrature carrier multiplexing. This quadrature carrier multiplexing is also used to the DSP-SC wave because two sideband is transmitted in a single channel, means that two sideband is transmitted without a carrier wave. Two sidebands, here is two modulating signals with help of the product modulator is transmitted in a single channel. More number of the signals is transmitted, and this is another example of DSP-SC signal. Okay, this is a diagram of signal. This is a block diagram of transmitter, and this figure shows the transmitter. It consists of the two product modulator that is supplied to the carrier which differ in phase of 90 degree. The output of the two product modulators are summed into the multiplex signal, that is S of t is equal to, here the S of t is equal to S1 of t plus S2 of t. What is that? That is this equation. This equation is, what is that? S of t is equal to S1 of t plus S2 of t, means this S1 of t, this S2 of t, that is a total S of t. The multiplex signal is equal to sum of these two, S1 of t plus S2 of t. The next is S of t is equal to, what is S1 of t? That is AC M1 of t cos 2 pi fct, one modulating signal, plus S2 of t plus AC M2 of t sin this equation. And therefore QAM transmitter allows two modulated DSP-SC wave and waves to occupy the same transmission channel bandwidth. And the multiplex signal occupies a channel bandwidth is equal to W. Therefore W is equal to maximum of F1 and F2 centered at the carrier frequency Fc. And this is the transmitter. This is the transmitter of QAM, and next is the QAM receiver. This is the QAM receiver. This QAM receiver is the opposite of the QAM transmitter. See here how it is opposite. What signal is come for here, the output side, and this multiplex signal is applied to the input of the multiplex signal here. See here, this is the what output signal is applied in the QAM transmitter. The same output transmitter QAM transmitter output is applied to the input of the QAM receiver. What is QAM receiver input now? Multiplex signal S of t, that output QAM transmitter is applied to the same thing, both product modulator, above product modulator and the below product modulator. And with help of this product modulator, two low pass filters, upper low pass filter and below low pass filter, and two output signals, 1/2 AC M1 of t, and below is these two signal is applied for here, the one signal and another signal. And this QAM receiver is same as this is the transmitter QAM transmitter diagram, and this is the QAM receiver diagram. See these two diagrams, see what you discussed. The QAM transmitter is same reverse process of this one. Here output multiplex signal is applied to the input. Here what input is applied, M1 of t and M2 of t is applied to the output of this QAM receiver. Okay, and above figure is received multiplex signal S of t is applied to the two product modulators. The output of the top product modulator is V1 of t is equal to S of t into cos 2 pi fct. The top low pass filter removes the high frequency terms and allows the only AC by 2 M1 of t. The low pass filter is very important to use to remove the unwanted terms in the signal. That V2 of t is equal to S of t into sin 2 pi fct. The bottom low pass filter removes the high frequency terms and allows only AC by 2 M of t. Therefore the output voltage V2 of t is equal to, this is V2 of t is equal to AC by 2 M of t. This is the one equation, this is the another two equation. These two equations are known as, this is one equation and this second equation. These two equations are known as the output of the QAM receiver. And what is the advantages of what is the application of the QAM quadrature amplitude modulation? The application of quadrature carrier multiplexing is used to the color TV, color televisions, using of the some important nowadays using part everybody color TV televisions. This quadrature carrier multiplexing is used. And another application of the QAM is it is bandwidth conservation scheme. Okay, and what is the advantages of DSP-SC modulation? The advantages of DSP-SC modulation: the carrier signal is suppressed, lowers, because why carrier signal is suppressed? The two sideband is transmitted in one point to another point without the carrier, that is the carrier signal is suppressed. Low power consumptions, efficiency more than the AM. The modulation system is simple. The next is linear modulation. Now what are the disadvantages? Disadvantages, limitations of DSP-AC modulation. Design of receiver is complex. Bandwidth required is same as that of AM. That is bandwidth is equal to bandwidth of AM is equal to bandwidth of DSP is equal to 2FM. The what is applied to the amplitude modulation bandwidth is same as DSP signal. Therefore, bandwidth of the both DSP-AC and AM signal is twice of the frequency modulating signal. And what are the applications of DSP-AC? The DSP-AC signal is used to the point-to-point communication and analog TV system to transmit colored information. These two applications are used to the DSP. The point-to-point communication is when you transmit the signal one point to another point, that to transmit the signal one point to another point communication. And another is analog TV systems to transmit the color transmissions. Okay, these are the you are discussed the today class. The one is the Costas receiver, and this is the Costas receiver block diagram. And another term is for the DSP-AC is QAM. In the QAM, both a QAM transmitter and a QAM receiver discussed in this video. Costas receiver and quadrature carrier multiplexing.